Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aditya Dewi Saputri. I will discuss about macrosocial factors. The macrosocial factor we will consider are at several levels in the ecological contents of second language acquisition. Consists of 1. Global and national status of first language and second language. 2. Boundaries and identities. 3. Institutional foreigns and constraints. 4. Social categories. 5. Circumstance of learning. 1. Global and national status of first language and second language. Language have power and status at global and national levels for both symbolic and practical reasons. Political identification and cohesion, for example, where English is generally accepted as the single national language and most people consider it important for national unity that all citizens be able to use one language. National unity and the process of national building, for example, establishing the official use of Hebrew was symbolically important to the creation of Israel, even though few early citizens spoke it natively. 2. Boundaries and identities. The identity function of language is accomplished by creating or reinforcing national boundaries, but linguistic boundaries often also exist within or across national boundaries. Consists of 1. Unification, 2. Acculturation, and 3. Motivation. John Schumann, in his acculturation model, consists of 1. Of one group over the other. 2. A high degree of segregation between groups. And 3. Desire of the learner group to preserve its own lifestyle. 3. Institutional foreigns and constraints. Consists of 1. Social control, 2. Determination of access to knowledge, and 3. Linguistic privilege or discrimination. 4. Social categories. Different social categories frequently experience different learning conditions and different attitudes or perception from within both native and target language communities. Therefore, this is another level we need to consider in the macrosocial context of second language acquisition. Consists of age, sex, ethnicity, educational level, occupation, and economic status. Circumstance of learning consists of 1. Children experience with the families into which they are born. 2. The communities to which they belong. 3. The cultural environment within which they live. 4. Feel dependent and feel independent. 5. Culture-based learning strategies. And 6. Informal versus formal learning. In conclusion about discussion, no individual factors in the macrosocial contents of second language acquisition can be isolated from other circumstances of learning are related to the national that the learner lives in its history, culture, and geopolitical position, and to social and economic categories with the society, which in turn are related to historical, institutional, and political forms and constraints, all of which are related to and reflect or determine the status of the language involved. All of these factors powerfully influence the macrosocial contents of learning. Okay, thank you. This is discussed about macrosocial factor. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.